Welcome back, or welcome to TADA Acting Studio. Hi, I'm Donnie Mercado, Miss Donnie. And if you're one of my current students, this is week 2. And if you're not one of my current students, this is still week 2. Let me show you where this is kept. My current students are studying with me through Heartland Charter School, Heartland Charter Funds. So if you're a charter student and I don't yet already take your funding, let me know. DM me right here. Make a comment. Hey, Miss Donnie, do you take my charter funds? Because that's how I'm studying with them, is through their charter funding. And this is where this will be on the YouTube website. I do have other younger based content, and those will be animated. And right here, I'm going to create a playlist called Mastering the Basics of Acting. For my current students, this will be a little bit of a refresher. I definitely talk about objectives, actions, and beats. That's what this is, the actor's roadmap. So every great performance begins with one simple question. What do I want? And the fancy name for that is objective. But you can just think of it as, what do I want? So if I've given you a script today to work on in class, or if you are finding one, as I recommend you do, even if you're not studying with me in real life, you can go to myactingbooks.com. There are monologue books, scene books. Find one and use it to go through this entire series with me. It's going to be at least 9 weeks, maybe longer. We'll see. And I want you to read what you have chosen to work on and ask yourself, what do I want? That's your objective. It's your North Star. It's the reason your character wakes up and fights and loves and pleads or hides. It's the reason they do all the things that you're doing with your script. Without it, you're just saying lines. You're just spouting off words. And with it, you're living them. If you know what you want, your character is coming to life. Actors from every method agree on this one thing. And here's where we got it from. We learned this in the last episode. Stanislavski began much of this, and he called it the super objective. Meisner calls it the pursuit of what you want under imaginary circumstances. Hagen said, you have to know what you want before you can do anything truthfully. Different words, same truth. So that is your task. First, look at what you're working on today and say to yourself, all right, based on this script, not based on just making anything up, what do I, the character, want? Objectives are always active. They're not feelings, they're verbs. For example, you don't want to be loved. You want to get someone's love. You don't want to be respected. You demand it. You earn it. You steal it. You beg for it. You command respect. Do you see the shift? When your objective becomes active, your scene becomes alive. The action is built in. Now, once you know what you want, the next question is, how are you going to get it? That's where actions come in. All right, I say to my younger students, what are you doing with your words to go about trying to get what you want? Those are your actions. Actions are the tools your character uses to achieve their goal. They're playable verbs that drive each moment forward. For instance, to convince, to charm, to threaten, to comfort, to mock, to plead, to challenge. I'm going to skip this one because, I'm working with kids. These are all actions. Bryan Cranston once said, my job isn't to get the part, it's to play a human being pursuing something truthfully. Aha. So think about that. I think in one of my other channels today, I was talking about this subject, why you fell in love with being an actor in the first place. Well, you have to realize at a certain point that being an actor means that part of your job is to audition all the time. But your job isn't to go in and get the part. Just like Bryan Cranston said, my job is to play a human being pursuing something truthfully. They want something, they're going after it. That's the actor's job. Actions are how you play that pursuit. And I'm going to take it one step further. You don't play it. That's how you embody that pursuit. You bring it to life. You bringing to life the action of going after what you want. So here's the trap most actors fall into. They play emotions instead of actions. They sit there and they try to feel sad instead of making someone feel guilty. They try to be angry instead of attacking or accusing someone. That's the outcome of the truthful anger. But audience don't connect to emotions in isolation. They won't connect if you're sitting there like, why are they crying? They won't get it. They connect to intent. They see you going after something and you just happen to be crying. They connect with the intent. The doing is what reveals the feeling. Meisner would say, an ounce of behavior is worth a pound of words, and he was right. If you focus on doing the thing truthfully, the feeling will follow. Think about that. Don't go and try and make yourself cry. Just focus on doing whatever it is you're doing truthfully. I betcha if I was in a scene and somebody who had passed away and I was in charge of packing up all of their belongings, and as I pick each thing up, I'm remembering and it's got a feeling attached to it. I'm not going to try to cry. I'm actually probably going to be trying not to cry. So let's break that big objective down even further. Okay, that's your one objective, the main one, the super objective. But every scene is made up of beats, mini objectives, little shifts in energy. Beats are those exact moments when what you're doing stops working. And then you have to change tactics, it's called, but you have to change what you're doing to try and get what you want. Think of it like jazz. Each beat of an improvisation around the same scene, that's your main objective. And you might start by pleading, then you realize, oh, that's not working. So you shift and you're flattering the person, or you threaten them, or you just walk away. Those changes are the heartbeat of the scene. Let's look at a real example. Watch how my tactic changes when I switch the verbs, okay? Beats make the invisible visible. They're how the audience feels your inner thought process without you saying a word. Each shift tells us something just changed in that person. So let's see. Let's pick some verbs. And you tell me what it was, okay? That's my sandwich. That's my sandwich. I don't know if I pulled it off, but I was demanding it and I was hinting. I switched my verbs. Get it? Same words, different tactics. Okay, here's your roadmap. Know what you want. Play what you do to get it, and I'm going to change that. Live what you do to get it. And then track where your tactics shift. That is where you shift. So right here, those are your objectives. And right here, those are your actions. And right here, those are your beats. Get it? That's the triangle of truth. I like that phrase, the triangle of truth. Objectives, actions, and beats. Now, take a scene that I have assigned you, or pick one. If you're just following along here on YouTube, again, you can go to myactingbooks.com. You can get a scene book, a monologue book. It'll be here from Amazon by next week. Rewind, watch this again. Because this is week 2, and I'm doing this at least for 9 weeks, because that's how long I'm working this summer with my students. Circle your objective at the top of your scene or monologue. Underline your actions in each line. What am I doing? Underline them and or identify them and write them on the margin, the side, okay? Put a slash every time the energy changes. Literally like, and then I draw a line under it. That's your beat map. It's like your GPS from script to set. Stanislavski used to say, love the art in yourself, not yourself in the art. What he meant was, if you truly commit to these tools, the character will take care of the rest. Your job is to live truthfully, moment to moment, in pursuit of what you want. So, actors, here's your challenge. Pick a scene for this week, find your objective, choose at least 3 playable verbs that you can live in, and track your beats, where the shifts happen. Tell me in the comments which one of these things either surprised you most or was most helpful today. And this is just the beginning of living truthfully through our structure, because once you master objectives, actions, and beats, you stop acting the scene and you start living it. All right, that is where we're going for the next 9 weeks or more. You want to see what we're doing next? I'll tell you. And here's a sneak peek to episode 3, which will be linked when it's ready. It's on beats and moments, how to make a scene breathe. So I'm Donnie Mercado. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoy this as much as I enjoy doing it. Bye for now.